This is a brief explanation of my paper entitled Recent Changes in the Use of the Verb forbid in Contemporary English. This paper investigates all issues of Daily Mail and The Independent from 2001, showing that the use of ing forms as complements of the verb forbid has significantly increased instead of infinitives. As this graph shows, in both newspapers, the use of ing forms competes closely with infinitives in today's English. Despite stylistic differences, the proportions of ing forms are similar in both newspapers. This suggests that ing forms are now well established as complements of the verb forbid in contemporary English. As expected, however, there is a marked difference between the active and passive voices. The expansion of ing forms is particularly noticeable in the active voice. They are in fact more frequent than infinitival complements. This is interesting since usage guides still tend to consider that ing forms are less frequent than infinitives with this verb. In the passive voice, ing forms are less frequent than infinitival complements, but here again, ing forms are used fairly frequently. Finally, I will touch on two relatively fixed expressions of this verb. The first is the fixed expression got forbid, which still retains the older form of complementation, that is, that clauses even today. The second is the adjectival use of forbidding. The relative proportions of these expressions are increasing today, perhaps because the verb forbid itself is used less and less frequently. As a result, the proportions of these fixed expressions have risen. So this paper discusses how the usage of the verb forbid is developing in today's English. Further details of this paper can be found on my homepage, and the paper can be downloaded from there. Thank you very much.